This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Koudelka. In the last episode, we unlocked the Tree of Life, or found the Tree of Life, and now it's time to go down into the dark to... well, actually, I guess we're just technically going to blow it up. But, we're going to do something to stop Elaine, but we're not sure of all the details. But before we do that, let's tackle one last challenge in our way. The one person who split the party in the first place and almost killed Koudelka is the Gargoyle. There's a Gargoyle inside. Maybe if the three of you work together, you can defeat it. No, we'll see. There's a Gargoyle inside. Do you still want there? Yep. We enter inside the cathedral. Let me take a look at... Oops, I didn't mean to save there. I mean, I guess I could, but there's no point. Let me show you the stats really quick. If you have any of the secret items, I would definitely equip it to probably James, just so I can have the agility boost from it, like the Ogden's armor and stuff like that. If not, if Edward or if James is built more like a melee, I would definitely give him like the crossbow or something like that to help with damage. But for the most part, James is going to be a buff in this fight. We need James's agility to be higher, so I gained a level off screen. I gave him a bit more agility. I probably should have gained some more levels, but I think we can do it at this point. We'll just have to buff him during the fight. James is going to be Edward's going to be our melee combatant, so we need him to have a whole lot of strength. And with the life drinker, he won't always be able to heal all of his HP, but with the help of buffing and other such things, we should be able to supplement that at least for a while. It's all about playing just long enough to get to a certain point. And then Koudelka, make sure her intelligence is high, a decent agility so she can kind of get her spells in, because she's basically going to be supplemental. She'll help heal as well as do her own set of damage. She does a decent amount of damage. Whoops. She does her own amount of damage at this point against the Gargoyle. But yeah, as soon as we beat the Gargoyle, the last boss will not be any trouble at all, just because of what will win and all the things. If you've got any, if you have the Roger's Cane, which is the last secret item, the last fight will basically be a non-entity, because it does almost max damage to the Gargoyle every time you hit him. So, the reason I'm showing this is I'm just gonna run away. I'm not gonna. This actually wouldn't be a bad place to level grind for the Gargoyle specifically. If you have any scrolls from the Mars enemies, I would definitely use them in this fight. They're a one-time use item, but they do a decent amount of damage. With Koudelka's intelligence, they would do... I'm trying to think. They would do like almost max damage. Well, maybe not that, but maybe like 5,000, 6,000 or something like that. But they do a decent amount of damage. Whoops. We should be fine. I forgot I wanted to change my formation, but in the first fight we should be fine. And the reason for that is that the Gargoyle has the possibility of knocking people back when he attacks. If James is a full melee build like Edward is, then that would be fine. Because if someone dies on the front line and the enemy moves past them, you can't heal them with magic or anything. I know it's dumb, but that's how it is. So, all right. First, we want to start buffing James to get some agility, and then we'll start buffing Edward for strength. The reason we want to do agility is so James can get his turn relatively quickly. Edward can survive at least 2 physical attacks or 1 magic attack at this point. Koudelka, we're going to get your intelligence a little bit up. Yeah, I didn't max out her. You probably want to have her intelligence at level 3 fortify, just so she can do a little extra damage. Yeah, see, we're not doing a ton with melee. We're gonna have to get that magic, or we're gonna have to get that stat up, which we're gonna do over the course of the fight. After we buff her, we're gonna cast Reflect on her. Her or Edward would be the best. If I had like a ton of high potions, I probably would also cast Reflect on Edward. But the thing is, I only have like 20 high potions, and they only heal like 1,500 HP. So, and the thing is, the Gargoyle doesn't always cast magic. I don't know what guarantees certain when he will attack or whatever. It's kind of weird. Okay, we'll definitely want to heal. I was gonna cast Reflect, but we're gonna heal first because Edward's probably not gonna get his turn in fast enough. Even with him getting his turn, he's not gonna He's not going to attack well enough to heal up past the point where he'll be fine. Yeah, see, he's not... We'll have to buff up his strength to get to that point. That's why Koudelka is a supplementary heal, and with her intelligence, she'll most likely heal him completely. So there's always that. The thing we have to the thing we have to worry about is the Gargoyle's magic, because the Gargoyle, if it hits you with their magic, will cause poison, silence, and paralyzation on you, which is why you need Panacea. So hopefully you have a decent amount. I've got about 13. If you got at least about 10, I think you should be fine. Now the way he casts magic is interesting. If we're in a formation currently as we are, he'll 9 times out of 10 cast the spell on Koudelka, which is what we want him to do. Or, well, I mean, if we had to build Edward, but we prefer it to be Koudelka, because one, it'll do an okay amount of damage even with their piety stat, but two, it'll has a high chance of inflicting poison with him, which is what we want. Okay, he's gonna attack good. I was hoping he wouldn't do magic yet. Someone should go next, and we'll be able to heal him. Yeah. No, not bad, not bad. We still need someone to heal him, of course. Okay, Koudelka, you go and do that. Now, what is your agility? I think I want to buff him up to at least 100, because it'll improve his chances of going faster. That way we can buff quicker. Another alternate strategy would be to just keep buffing Edward's strength, because we don't need to buff his vitality. I mean, you could, but with strength and the life drinker, he'll always, if his strength gets high enough, he'll heal his attacks. If we can get his strength up to like maybe 150, I think that should make him start doing about 1,000 damage per strike. And then if he gets 3 hits, he'll usually heal up what he's been damaged. Usually. I mean, this isn't a perfect run, you know. Obviously, I'd rather have the secret items, but you can do this without it. It just takes a little bit longer, that's all. Okay, for whatever reason, he's going to attack Edward with that spell, which I don't get why he would do that, but okay. Like I said, 9 times out of 10 he'll attack Koudelka, but for this one time he attacks. Oh, he didn't. Okay, cool. I probably should. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and use a. I'm just gonna use a high potion on it this time, just in case. But usually he can status afflict us, but I guess we got lucky here. Otherwise, we would have had to use a panacea on James there. I need to start getting some spells off of from Koudelka. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could tell you like how to guarantee certain effects to occur. Like that's just one of those things where it's just like, Yeah, if he's gonna attack again. I need to get like one more agility buff on James before. James will almost, unless something like really screws up, James will most likely never get attacked by the creature, like via magic. Unless he's on the front line, then that's a high chance, but I should be able to get in a... Yeah, let's go ahead. I just want to make sure, you know, I don't want to risk it, because like I said, the agility of the creature is in question. You could probably try to debuff the creature, but I don't know if I would say it's as effective as just buffing yourself, because buffing guarantees it, while there's always a chance you'll fail to buff with the or debuff. There's always a high chance you'll fail to debuff. So okay, now I'll heal now that the creature's gone. Yeah, if I had cast a spell, there might have been a chance he wouldn't have gotten to it in time, even with his agility. So yeah, this is gonna be a long fight. This is probably gonna be the whole episode. Is gonna be me just doing this fight, because it'd probably be faster if I like over grinded for this. But I didn't want to be so high level that even the final boss, you know, won't be immediately destroyed. You know what I mean? And because we've almost hardly used the life drinker, it shouldn't break during this fight. So yeah, get you attack magic in when you can. And I bet by the time the creature actually attacks Koudelka with a spell, it'll probably the reflect will probably be worn off by this time. That's happened to me, like on a test run of this. That happened. I was like, oh, come on. Whoops. Not sure. Yeah, we'll do one more time and then start strength buffing. Edward. I keep wanting to call James Edward and Edward James. Yeah, I don't know why. I just do. I just like the name James, man. Or whatever. James and the Giant Peach, anyone? Okay, this should help improve his chances to get in his turns more frequently, to the point of, if your agility gets to a certain point, you can actually start overlapping the enemy. I doubt in this case it'll get too crazy, but nice. Always like it when it gets 3 hits, and as soon as we can get that strength to buff up. I mean, one way you could do this too would be to buff, have Koudelka be a buffer instead, and just leave it all to Edward. I don't know if I'd suggest that, but hey, that's a way to go. You know, we need to get his strength pretty high to get 1,000 hits per attack, so he can possibly heal himself per each go. Yeah, we want to. Do I want to go and heal him anyway, because he's not fully healed? Even if he gets hit by a spell, it won't kill him, but still. Yeah, we'll risk it. Oh, and as far as I know, I am not aware of the Gargoyle being able to multi-attack. I don't think any enemy actually can do that. I think only the heroes can do that. What? Well, actually, I think maybe only humans can do that, because remember when the thief or whatever was able to attack like multiple times, like 3 times or whatever. So. Yeah, if James didn't have the agility I cast him on, I probably would have used an item instead. But his agility is high enough to where I could trust that. No, he's probably gonna. Yeah, too bad. There's really not much I can do. I don't want to. The thing is, I don't want to move far away, because then he'll just. Yeah, my reflect's not gonna go off in time anyway. So. Yeah, sure. I'll help with my own stats. Actually, he'll probably end up silencing him now that I think about it. Maybe I should have attacked him. Oh, hey! It actually hit Koudelka. Well, I'm kind of surprised. Usually if the Gargoyle is separated from them like by a line or two, he'll attack Edward instead. So, alright, got pretty lucky there. And he got poison. Nice. Okay, that will definitely help. So, it can do anywhere. The poison will do anywhere from like 50 to like 200 damage. So that's not bad, actually, in terms of just, you know, any little bit helps. Poison's the big thing that we want to get from. Although probably here pretty soon I'll probably have to up reflect again, because it does wear out, unfortunately. I don't know if there's a timer on it, or if it's based on so many turns, or if there's a randomizer with like, yeah, after when Koudelka goes again, I'll cast reflect with her. You could also do it with James. I noticed at higher levels, reflect seems to last longer. Unfortunately, James is the only one with the highest reflect. I probably should have grinded the reflect spell on James and Koudelka, but yeah, not doing too bad. Yeah, like I said, he has 30,000, but I wouldn't say it'd go by in a flash, but yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Reflect on Koudelka, because you never know when it's going to happen again. I mean, she could survive a blast. It'd only do like 1,300 damage to her or something like that. But the thing is, it has the possibility of silence and paralyzing her, which is what we don't want, so. Oh yeah, and level 3 Reflect is like 72 MP. Yeah, it's quite a bit. But the benefits outweigh a lot of things, so. Yeah, 250, nice. But yeah, that happens every turn, by the way. And not 250, just he gets poisoned. So if like as soon as Edward goes, technically he can't survive a hit with magic, but I'll just use an item with you. Give you a reason to. I'll just use a potion because Edward might go after this. It'll give me a reason to use those things. Oh, yeah, and unfortunately the Gargoyle doesn't have any, like, unique boss music or anything like that. He just has the standard, you know, regular boss music. I kind of wish he had his own unique boss music just for being, like, a, you know, the only side mission of the game, you know. Oh, well. Yeah, next turn I'll definitely heal with someone. Oh, very nice. Yeah, see, it's slowly, like, if you buff up his strength, it slowly starts adding up, you know. Like I said, as soon as we get to 1,000, you know, we'll be good as gravy. Yeah, I'm gonna heal him anyway, just in case, like, something happened. You know. It doesn't really cost that much to do it anyway, so. At lower levels, there are definitely a lot more variables you have to worry about, but I think like, mid-40s is a good spot to fight this guy if you don't have any of the specialty items or whatever. Yeah, and see, because of my agility's at a decent length, at some point he can start going almost immediately there afterwards. I mean, there are some numbers involved in, like, how that works, but which I have yet to figure out, but it's there. Now let's see if he actually hits Edward with that, or if the only problem with buffing all this is if at some point if Edward just dies by accident or whatever, all those buffs go away. Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. Oh well, what can you do? He should hit Koudelka again, but there's a chance he might hit Edward. I really wish there was a way to, like, figure out his patterns, like, oh, he'll do this, he'll attack this guy. Nice. Yeah, so you get a little extra damage by reflecting it back on him. I think we've got him at the halfway mark, I think. Yeah, only one attack. Oh well. Let's keep buffing you. That's what you're here for. That's why we gave you all that agility, man. Yeah, this is why I always wanted James to have the most agility, was basically to prepare for this, but I know I didn't choose agility on some builds, but... and I'm also trying to make buffs useful. I mean, buffs are useful, but at certain points, or at certain levels, you know, do I want to heal him? Because his turn might go up immediately there afterwards. Well, the thing is, if he casts magic, he'll almost go immediately after that too. So, and Edward can't survive. I mean, I guess I could buff up Edward's piety by a little bit, and he might be able to survive 2 hits from it. But because if I remember correctly, his attack does like 3160, and that's not always the same, like, damage amount, because there's I don't know, the variables can change too, so I think we're pretty close, actually, to almost killing him. Do I want to move up? I almost don't want to. Yeah, fortify my luck a bit more. Oh, the Gargoyle can drop something, but I don't know if it's guaranteed, so I don't know if that'll happen. You know, I'm just gonna stay put and heal myself. I could move up and attack him, but like I said, I want to kind of keep where we are at, so I can kind of keep his attack pattern. I can figure out his attack pattern if we kind of. He's probably gonna attack Edward. Could do a supplemental heal. Well, if he does, I don't know if he's going to though. And unfortunately, I can't do like a head of the road panacea because, you know, items go immediately. So it is kind of weird in this game that there's not a yeah, I thought he was going to attack Edward. I should have healed, but yeah, it was one of those cases of, well, maybe not, you know, because there was a chance he might have hit Koudelka, you know. Yeah, I don't know why he never, like, at least with this formation, he almost never hits James, which is weird. You'd think with his low luck stat, he would be targeted quite often, you know. Okay, we definitely need a heal, and then I'm gonna have Koudelka cast Panacea on him, or use Panacea on him, because he got paralyzed. If you get hit with one stat, you're most likely gonna get hit with all the stats. So, and obviously, if paralyzed, your turns get skipped immediately. So, which means you can't attack or heal. So, or can't attack and get that life drink or deliciousness out of him, you know. So, I think James would probably get attacked more often, like with magic, if he was on the same line as Edward. Then the creature would kind of go back and forth between the two characters. But I don't have... James is not built to do that, so... Okay, we're at 1,000 now, so I could probably leave his stats as is and just worry about just keeping everyone alive at this point. Let me see if... Let's see, reflects up. Yeah, better keep healing. If he casts magic again. Okay, my reflect is gone, so we're gonna go ahead and put that on her again, just in case. Don't want her to accidentally get hit by a spell. Because, like I said, paralyzed would hurt her more than Edward. Because the whole not being able to be paralyzed would suck, you know. Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't any items that prevent that type of status affliction, or the fact that characters don't learn that spell at some point. I guess it's good in the case that it makes items useful, so you want to grind for panaceas or antidotes or anything like that, which you'd rather grind for panaceas because they heal everything. So, but I don't know. It's definitely a toss-up. I mean, at least the game lets us cure. At least there's that. I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I would probably start beefing up like. Actually, why not? Let's just beef. Since he's doing enough damage at this point. I mean, yeah, I can always do more damage. But very nice. I think we're pretty close. Unfortunately, I haven't been actually marking the. I haven't actually been marking as the damage we've done to him, so I have no idea what his actual how much life he has left. Oh well. Alright, do we want to go and heal? Yeah, let's go. Do that. I mean, yeah, I can buff up his vitality. Oh, we're out of magic. Whoops! I was casting so many spells with James that last time I did this off screen, I beat him before my MP ran out. I think it's because I've done too many like buff turns or whatever you want to call it. So that means he must almost be down if that's the case. Really, the big thing is Reflect is what took away a lot of his MP. It's 72, man. And the Hyla still only heals like 100, so. Gives vitality up a little bit higher. Up. And of course, by Koudelka's Reflect will probably wear off by the time he casts it, if he hits her. It's still up, but we'll see. All right, do your thing. Oh, that means he's actually out. He's actually only got like 1 MP left. For whatever reason, you can't kill him with a combo. I don't know why that works, but or that you have to like attack him regularly or with a spell or something like that. So let's see if I can actually finish him off. My magic isn't that strong, so I don't even know if it'll work. Because one more hit, he's gone. That's it. Like, as soon as it starts doing that 0 thing, it means, yeah, for whatever reason, he can't be killed by, like, the end of a strike. Yeah, a little itty-bitty flame kills him. He can't be killed at the end of a combo, and he can't, Reflect can't kill a character either, for whatever reason. So, oh, and Poison can't kill him either, so. But yeah, we did it. We beat the hardest boss in the game. Woohoo! All right, there we go. Just a little like off-screen between things. The game crashed, or I don't know if I'd say crashed. It wouldn't load, and I had to beat the boss twice again to get to the screen. You won't notice it because it'll cut to black on me winning, but I thought I'd mention that. I think it's an issue with, and weirdly enough, I think it's my console because the disc is fine. So I think it's a combination of the console was running for quite a while, but two, I think it's because the emulation on the system isn't perfect, so for whatever reason it wasn't kicking on the final little bit here. But anyway, there's the Gargoyle has a chance to download either the an idol basically of any stat, strength, luck, whatever, and all it does is it raises your stat a bit. I don't remember by how much, but I don't know if you can drop more than one. I guess I got a little lucky there. So and before we call it the end of an episode, yeah, we beat the Gargoyle. We don't get any experience. We only get a drop. I think when I was test running the Gargoyle boss earlier, before recording this, I got an agile icon. Oh yeah, I guess I should describe the icon really quick. Let me show you. Let me examine that. Look, idol. Statue represents Tyke, or Tish. I used to know how to pronounce that, but I think it's Tish. Tyke? I think it's Tish, yeah. Raising the owner's luck. I don't know if I'll ever be able to show the other icons. I know we can get some later in after the no turning back point. I'll leave it in my inventory for now unless it's full, and then I'll drop it. But being the Gargoyle, we get one more thing. So let me go ahead and get to that. I might go ahead and save in the temporary, even though I shouldn't. Yeah, I've got the recording, so I've got the recording of beating the fight too, so as well. So yeah, that's the. I don't know why every time I beat after beating it the first time, you probably won't hear me, but I was cursing pretty loudly after it messed up. I was like, no, but because it was staying on the black screen forever, so I was like, no. But anyway, before we call it an episode, let's get our reward. We have to go back through the graveyard a bit, so it won't take too long. Oh, I'm just gonna... I was about to cut this. I'm like, I'm just gonna run away. I'm not gonna fight these guys. No. I don't want to fight you, werewolf thingy. Actually, I don't think you're a zombie dog, yeah. Anyway. What? I guess you can't always run away from everything. You can't always get what you want. There you go. I remember talking about a previous episode when I was wondering if escaping was always possible or not, but I guess it sometimes doesn't work. But I just did the same combat strategy every other time. So if your stats are close to mine and you don't have the special stuff, I think you should be able to beat the Gargoyle. I wouldn't say easily, but you have to at least pay attention to what he's doing and everything like that. So I don't know. I didn't think it was. I mean, if you're doing it at lower levels, I don't know. I'd rather not even think about like what it'd take to beat him at like, late 30s without the special equipment or whatever. All right. Anyway, let's get the final reward. Nah, I want to get the reward. No. There we go. The statue is holding the holy sword Sacnoth. The company that published this game? Yeah, pretty much. Or made the game? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I want to take Sacnoth. You got Sacnoth. You got the sword. But yeah, beating the hardest boss in the game gets you the Sacnoth blade. Based off the company who actually made the game. Yeah, why not? I would do that too if I was making a game. I'd put my name or my company name in there somewhere just to say, hey, Sacnoth, legendary sword said to be made from the bones of a mighty evil dragon slain long ago. Its eye decorates the pommel. Let's see what its reward is. It's not the best weapon in the game. The best weapon in the game is the Roger's cane. Yeah, really high strength, vitality. Not so good on the dex, but everything else. So yeah, awesome. But yeah, we'll basically be saving this bad boy for the final boss. That or the crossbow, one of the two. I almost kind of wish I had built James to use rifles, which I guess I technically could. I've got a chance till the end of the game, but I'm gonna equip Roger with the Edward with that. So anyway, the gargoyle's been destroyed, and now that everything's been done, it's off to destroy the Tree of Life and save Elaine's soul. Will we be able to do it, or will some things get in our way to prevent us an easy track to the end? Find out next time in the next episode of Koudelka. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.